Years ago, there was a young hiker who wandered into these woods. He was out for a little adventure, like anyone else might be. Only, he didn't know the trails, didn't have a map, figured he'd just follow the sun and find his way out eventually. He walked and walked, but the sun started to set. Shadows stretched across the trees, and everything started to look the same. The deeper he went, the darker it got, and the quieter the woods seemed to become. Soon he was all alone, with only his own footsteps echoing through the trees, and that's when he started to feel it, the sense that he wasn't alone, after all. Desperate, he started calling out for help. "Hello, is anyone there?" But the woods around him were silent, until he heard a voice. The voice was faint, and it sounded a little strange, almost like his own voice, but hollow, just a bit off. The voice called to him, "Over here! Come closer!" He squinted into the shadows, looking for who had spoken, but all he saw were trees stretching out, endless in every direction. Still the voice called to him again, a little closer this time, like it was drifting through the trees, beckoning him. "Over here! You're so close now!" He took a step forward, then another. His heartbeat thundered in his chest, but he kept following the sound, deeper and deeper into the woods, even though every instinct told him to turn around and run. The voice was leading him somewhere, always just out of reach. "Come closer!" He kept walking, tripping over roots, stumbling in the darkness, until he finally saw it, a shadowy figure standing in the clearing, waiting for him. At first, he thought it was another hiker, but as he moved closer, he realized it wasn't a stranger at all. It was him. A twisted reflection, a dark copy, grinning back at him from the shadows. Its eyes black and empty, its smile stretched impossibly wide. And then, in that same hollow voice, the figure tilted its head and whispered, "I'm so close now," and before he could scream, it lunged at him. They say that, after that night, the hiker vanished. But something else remained. Some nights, if you're quiet, and you call out into the dark, you might hear him calling back. "Over here, come closer." They say, if you follow that voice, you'll see him waiting. He'll be watching, with that same twisted smile, calling you closer and closer, until he takes your place, and you're lost forever. So whatever you do, don't call out into these woods, and if you ever hear someone calling back, don't follow.